She's back. They wouldn't let me film in the supermarket. I managed to sneak a couple of bits, but I'm just going to turn you around. So we have just been here, which is the local little shop. Sorry, it's windy and I haven't got my mic and stuff here, so apologies for the sound quality. But what we'll do, instead of showing you around there, is I will do a little food haul, because some of the stuff you can't get in the UK. So I'll show you when I get back what we got today, what we picked up yesterday, and unfortunately it's just going to be a bit of a short video. What I like to have done is kind of filmed as I went round, picked up a few bits, shown you bits maybe we didn't buy. They do have a lot of pastas. I tell you what, you probably can't hear me very well, so we'll carry on, go back to the room and our apartment, and we will do your haul and tell you about the shop. We'll do that. And we're back in the room. Whew, she's hot, she's hot. Anyway, we've got the aircon on, so apologies if you can hear it. So, as I was trying to say when we sat taking a break, because it's quite a hill I have to walk up and I'm not great at hills yet, they wouldn't let me film in the shop, so I had sneakily done a little bit, because I'm naughty, before asking, but I don't think they understood what I was trying to say. And she said, oh, I need to ask my manager, and he came back saying no, not allowed. So it's fine, it's not a problem. We will still do a food haul. So I'm going to start with the bits we got today, the nice bits, the snacks, and then as I put it away, I'll show you what I got yesterday. So tomorrow is a bank holiday, so we have stocked up for the Griffin for 2 days worth of snacks. By Thursday he'll be back down the shop getting more snacks, because he is a snack monster. I am not, that was him growling apparently. He is a snack monster. So he has got Lay's, one of the European equivalent to Walker's, but much nicer. Cheese and onion. Bit of trivia for you, because you know she likes to waffle. Lay's and what's the other brand? Frit Revanche. Actually do their crisps in different ways to the way Golden Wonder or Walker's in the UK do. So Golden Walker, sliced potato, not Golden Walker, Walker's sliced potatoes, and fry them and flavour them and do it that way. Lay's and Frit in the European market actually dry their potatoes first. Don't ask me how I know this, I just do. So they dry their potatoes first, which means that when they dehydrate, they shrink a little, they become a little thinner because there's no moisture. When they fry them, which most of the time is done in olive oil and not the chip shop oil style stuff we have in the UK, they don't rehydrate as much because they're cooking at the same time. Makes them a little bit thinner, a little bit crisper, and their flavours are a little bit more subtle. So last night we had some salt and vinegar, which I'd had just when we got here. There was, you know, it was quite late in the day, nothing was open on Sunday, and I bought some salt and vinegar just to snack on. Didn't really want much after flying. And compared to salt and vinegar Walker's crisps, salt and vinegar Walker's have that kind of acidic vinegar. You really don't get that here. You don't get that overpowering acidic taste. And the crisps here are much, much better flavours. A little bit more subtle, but sometimes I prefer that. So what else did he get? He got the other brand. He got Fritz. These are the pizza chips. And maybe later we'll get him to try some and he can tell you what they're like on camera. I picked up the Lay's Mediterranean. Now, those of you who know me are going to go, but they've got tomato in and you're allergic. No, they haven't. They've got tomato seasoning, which is very different than a physical tomato. I can have ketchup. I can have tomato soup if I wanted to. I don't like it, but if I wanted to. I can have tomato seasoning. What I can't have is an actual tomato, cooked raw or touch one, because there's something in the tomato as it is that causes me an allergic reaction. So this is a flavouring, that's absolutely fine. It's cooked and dried out tomato that's then ground into a flavouring kind of thing. It's not harmful to me as an allergy. And ketchup has vinegar in it, which breaks down the enzyme that I'm allergic to. Which is strange considering the fact that I have no enzymes in my body. I'm still allergic to ones on the outside, but not strawberries, even though it's the same enzyme. Go figure, the body is amazing. I also picked up these, which are the other brand, Frit, which are in prawn cocktail. Very nice, very thin, very crisp. I had some yesterday. And again, they don't have that overpowering taste. They're quite subtle in their bits. And the last light thing in this bag is some spinach, which you will see me creating some meals with in one of my other videos, in my What I Eat in a Day. That's partly for tea tonight. That is bag number 1, that is mine. I will shove that. Just hit the ceiling. I was meant to shove it in the bedroom, but I hit the ceiling. We have in the heavy bag, oh, can you get the drinks out of the Walker? Just realised they were still in there. In the heavy bag, we have hypo bars for me, or little snack. I can have little bits of chocolate, and I do like to have a bit of chocolate. But in the mornings, I don't want anything too heavy. So this morning when I was hypo, I had a twirl bar, which is actually the Griffin's. So he'll be having one of these in return. We got some Spanish tea bags. The Griffin likes his tea. So we got him some tea bags. I don't know how many's in there. I'm going to open them and have a look. Oh, so there's little ones. So yeah, that'll last him a fortnight. Maybe have a couple of spares. And these were 80 cents. That's enough for you for a couple of weeks. There we go.
I'll have one in a minute.
The heavy stuff, again, Pepsi Max for me, no sugar. And for me, 2 bottles of water that I can keep separate from the other water we have. They still had no sparkling. I was going to get tonic water to drink that instead. However, their tonic water has sugar in it, so I won't be having that either. Staying on the drinks, the Griffin bought a Alhambra traditional, I'm going to assume this is a beer. Is it?
Yeah.
It's a beer.
It's either a beer or wine.
It has 4.6% alcohol. It says beer. So, yeah. Cavasas is beer.
Yeah.
There we go. And he bought a lemon. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, whatever that is. It's a lemon and grape, looking at it. Alcoholic spritzer style thing. Fair enough. Other drinks, we got some cheap 95 cents apple juice. We do have orange juice, but orange juice messes with my blood sugar. So we've got apple juice. And, oh, the last drink for me is a vanilla proper sugared Coca-Cola, not a zero. They sell this here. They don't seem to sell it in the UK unless it's a zero one at the moment. But again, that's just for when my blood sugars are down, because Coke works for me. Keeping along the snack route, I bought some of these. Oh my God. They have a packet of these in the building when we arrived, and they are like rich tea biscuits, but they taste nicer. So I got some of those. They're also not very high in sugar, so I can snack on those when I want to. Part of my meal prep, we got some sweet corn. We have for tonight, although I'm not a mass fish person, we're going to do some tuna. Pink Lady apples, because I love apples. We bought some ham. This was €1 each. I'm trying to kind of budget on money. So there was packs of ham that were like £3.90. There were packs of ham that were £2.75. I can get 2 packs for €2. So that works for us. And then the biggest sweet potatoes I think I've ever seen. We had one of these last night baked and we shared it. Did them in the microwave, 20 minutes, they were fine. And that's that. So let's show you what we got yesterday. So the first thing I got yesterday was some olive oil for cooking, and that's literally all that's in that cupboard. In this one, we have a walnut cake. Now, we had an apple version of this when we were here last time. It's really nice. There's my other biscuits and the remainder of the bread that was here when we got here. And that's a thing they do. Yeah, so as I was saying, that's the thing they do. Where we stay, they do give us some bits and pieces to, that's better, get us through the day. So there was your little hotel style sachets of coffee, sugar, salt, pepper. There are restaurants on site that you can order from, that you can go to, and there is a pizza place on site as well. So yeah, some of the bits have been here from guest services. So this is the bread we bought yesterday, the biscuits that are left over. Oh, what's that? Oh, sorry, that's his crackers. That's crackers and cake, and that's bread and biscuits. We've also got coffee and sugar. In the freezer, we have some garlic bread, some burgers, and some chips. We'll close that up. And in our fridge, we'll start in the door. So these are the jams that were left. We did have some little sachets of margarine, but they were hard, didn't spread very well on toast, and we did have the last of them on our jacket potato last night. We bought our own jam because this is quite liquidy, and again, in my what I eat in a day, you'll see I have one slice of toast with jam and one without. He has left an iron brew, so we'll move that over, and while we're here, I will pop his beers and alcohol in there, and that's his chocolate. I bought a big Milka bar for myself. That's half my Coke from this morning, and another Coke, and to replace the one I've got open. These little caps, by the way, I bought off Amazon. They are great. I'm very clumsy. I knock things over. I think they're on my Amazon shop, and there is a link down below. But these just sit over your cans. They keep your drinks nice. And here they also stop the flies getting in. What else have we got? Down the bottom, ketchup, mayonnaise, staples, sugar-free oat milk, and orange juice that was left by guest services. In the main section, we have some frankfurters. So these were quite cheap. They were €1.25 for 2 packs of 6. Again, budgeting. We have some back bacon, cheese, eggs that were left by guest services, and some butter. I almost forgot to add into my hypo shelf. I should do that. And I'm going to put our ham up with the cheese. I know we shouldn't mix cooked and uncooked meats. However, the bacon's not open, so I'm getting away with it. We have water that we purchased the other night, some that we got yesterday, which we're using for cooking. We're going to be using it for tea and coffee, obviously, and we're going to be using it for cleaning our teeth. Mushrooms, which we bought in a pack pre-sliced because I wanted life to be a little bit easier. I have some apples, of which I'm going to add my pink ladies to in there. Those quite large golden, I mean, these apples are huge. In the little drawer underneath, that's my insulin canister. We have some milk that was left, and I'm just going to grab my, she says dropping them all over the floor. It's fine, they get washed. I'm just going to pop my sweet potatoes in with the pepper. There we go. You'll see what I do with those later on. And then the last things to do, I'll put my apple juice in the fridge with the other drinks. I will just move, sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place because I'm trying to hold a tripod and do everything with one hand. So my bottles of water I'm going to pop under there. And I also treated myself, because there's not much here I can drink that's not got sugar, to my Pepsi, which will go in there. So that's it, that's the fridge stocked. I will put the tea bags with the tea and coffee and I'll put the other bits away in a minute. So yeah, that's it. That's our little haul. Sorry this wasn't a big video. Yes, I know I've forgotten to put the spinach away. I will do that in a second. It will go with the peppers and the other bits. And I will put the crisps in the little drawer that we're using just down here. We're using that cupboard for, oh, you're wonky again. We're using that cupboard for snacks. So that's it. That's my haul. If I do go to a supermarket, then I'll let you know, and we'll maybe do a little bit more, and maybe you'll get another little video out of it. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this. I will try and get him to do some taste testing later in our what I eat in a day, not going in this one. So I'm now going to sit down because my legs are killing me. I'm hot, and I'm probably going to sit outside with a drink and do some editing. Until then, as always, love you lots.